Hey there, welcome back to ONPASSIVE Sergiu Manole channel. Today, we have an exciting video for all you ONPASSIVE enthusiasts out there. We'll be diving deep into the latest updates and enhancements that ONPASSIVE has rolled out. If you're a part of the ONPASSIVE community or considering joining, you won't want to miss this. So, let's get right into it. First and foremost, for those who might be new to ONPASSIVE, it's an all-in-one platform that offers cutting-edge tools for businesses and entrepreneurs. It's known for its AI-driven solutions, and in this video, we'll be discussing the recent updates and improvements they've made. One of the standout features of ONPASSIVE is its AI-powered marketing tools. In this latest update, they've fine-tuned their AI algorithms to provide even more accurate and effective marketing campaigns. We'll be exploring how these improvements can benefit your business and increase your ROI. Mr. Mufareh explained exactly everything that's going on, brought us up to today and actually went into the future. And the future is so bright, you're going to need a welding helmet. Okay? Sunglasses ain't going to do it. One thing I wanted to point out, which I think was really big for most people, focused and said flat out, look, you're not going to be judged by the size of your team, okay? It's by who you are, what you've done. And trust me, you're going to webinars. You're doing what? Listen, a lot of you are working full-time jobs, they know that. But are you there when you can be? Are you updated? When you can pay for the product? Do it. Because remember what Ash said. When it comes back and we do this restart, massive restart, by the way, you got to get paid because that's part of being in it to win it, okay? And he's going to look at that and he said we'll let days go by. He didn't say how long days can go by. And then we're going to start divvying out the people that are in the holding tank of ONPASSIVE because ONPASSIVE does not have a position. You're not going to want to miss that. Okay, look. Maybe you don't have a team or what you think you don't want, I don't know. But I'm just saying there's people to give out. You need to collect them and the only way to get them is if you pay for a product, as he said. Also, there's many products in the pipeline. Like jammed up behind each other and they're going to give those out. My opinion, this is my opinion. I'm not speaking for the company. Whatever is going on and you start getting commissions, would not be surprised if the amount of commission increases every month for a while. And that's the beauty of ONPASSIVE. When you got to the point that you were making a little money, they capped you on everything you did. In fact, the more you made, the higher the cap was. So if you made money, they would say, okay, if you want to make more money, you got to buy more. No joke. No joke. And that's the corruption of that other thing going on the internet. I was blown away. GitTech blew me away. I followed it really close because I was very interested in it. A lot of the videos were remade. I've got some, and it brings you through the history of the 5 days. Also, Mr. Nasal did an interview on video. And the other beauty thing, that asset, no matter whatever companies heard or people heard and people in the industry heard, when they finally met and talked to Muhammad Kamal, Muhammad Nasal, Professor Susan, their outlook went, whoa. And even people in the company. Which was really funny yesterday. I get it, though. Some of the big thinkers and managers and people that are involved in ONPASSIVE, when they saw GITEX, it hit them in the head like a block, like a hammer. They went, oh, my God, I get it. You see what I mean? And that's the thing about ONPASSIVE. I say stuff to you. Other leaders say stuff over and over and over and over. And that happens to everybody. You can hear it here and hear it, and when you really get it and it sinks in, the anxiety about, oh, is it going to what's going on? I'm lost. They're going to lead. I don't know where I'm at. It'll go away. I'll see you in November when we've got a meeting booked. So thank you for jumping on here. So that's very kind of you. So it was all about reset and go last night. Why? Because, as we've been saying, we've all been saying this, and it's looking extremely likely that when we get back on track and the little log jam that we have at the moment is cleared, that is when Mufareh wants us to think of the start of the commercial side of ONPASSIVE. He was saying that, yes, September was a great month for ONPASSIVE, everything was going extremely well, and then obviously we hit the payment processor problem. Now, he actually went into detail very kindly and was telling us exactly what was going on with the payment processes, and I'll recap it very quickly for you, so you know as well what it was. Basically, it's all about volume. Even though we as a company had had meetings with the merchants to say, listen, we are going live on this date, we are expecting a serious amount of volume. Now, it wasn't necessarily about the amount of money that was going into the merchant, it was a dual process. It was the amount of money going in and the amount of money going back out to all of us here, the affiliates who had actioned withdrawals. Now, flags get raised, guys, it doesn't matter what company you are. But more so as a brand new company that ONPASSIVE is when you are getting the volume of money that is going in and out, and we are talking about millions of dollars worth here, guys, overnight, within a 24 hours period. Then there's red flags going off all over the place, sorry, computers saying no, and the account gets frozen. I've experienced this, obviously nothing like ONPASSIVE, but with anomalies with my accounts, and they just, quite frankly, flat out freeze them and they put a stop on your account. That's exactly what happened to get around that. Then we went and got another merchant. Guess what happened? Same, guys. And we are now where we are. But what I wanted to talk to you about is what our CEO was saying. He said they have over 50 now in the workarounds for this problem. He has allocated 1 or 2 of these workarounds to each of the departments within ONPASSIVE and say, right, this is what I want you to do. We as ONPASSIVE are finding a workaround in the short term. And I need to reiterate that once again, the short term, so that we can reset and go. As far as the merchants are concerned, it is vitally important that we have the ability to take card payments, and is vitally important we can pay out as well to the affiliates through their bank accounts. All this is going to be happening very shortly. This is what wanted to update us with. They are going to start with anything that has been actioned, through a withdrawal first. So if you put a request in already, that is what is going to the backlog. That is going to be shifted to begin with, okay, whether it be he's going to start with cryptocurrency. That's all going to get taken away, that's going to be actioned into your crypto wallets, whatever you have requested. And then around about a week later, Mr. Mufareh said, then they're going to start actioning the bank withdrawals away. And then after all that's been sorted out, then it's going to come a much more bulk system payout, okay, things are going to speed up, things are going to be done on bulk, all, etc., etc. So I'm very confident that in the early part of November, all of this will be cleared and we'll be singing and dancing and back in the game once again. Also, he was saying this has been really the log jam that has held everything up. He was talking about last night, about the amount of different products that are ready to go. He said, we do know some of them, obviously from old of what we have been talking about, because in those days, I can assure many others you have no clue about whatsoever. So you'll see them popping up and they are going to be there, and then you will be able to purchase them. One interesting part as well, if you hadn't heard, was OVerify. That's going to be coming very shortly. This is a free product. OVerify is going to be coming very shortly to your ecosystem. That is free for all of us. It is also going to be a paid product. What is that paid product going to be used for? It's going to be a B2B product. This means business to business, means that if we want to, we can purchase OVerify and resell it to businesses and make obviously commissions of his as well. But to start with, once you have verified yourself, and he did say he's got it down to now a 60-second verification process, all automated, all done by AI. That's all it takes, 60 seconds to verify you now before everyone starts going crazy about what information do I need? What do I have to prove? And all the rest of it. It will be done by your country guys. He knows that each country has different ways to verify you, and that is going to be part of your country verification, alright? So don't stress, don't worry, it's all going to be there for you, and it will tell you what documentation you can use as part of that verification. It's all going to be sorted. It's all going to be very easy. But here's the good thing. Guess what happens when you have verified yourself? You will get an icon to say you're verified, whether it be a blue-green tick. I think you mentioned a green tick next to your name so that you can see instantly who is verified and who isn't verified. But the best of all of it is, guys, you're going to get another 10 O coins just for verifying yourself. So as a user, a new user coming into ONPASSIVE, you get 10 for the registration and you get another 10 to verify yourself. That means there is 20 O coins in your OWallet, ready to rock and roll. It also means, and he said this out loud live, he said for some of our products that's going to be enough to purchase it. So you've not even gone out of pocket to be able to purchase one of the products of ONPASSIVE, to resell it, to make commissions. I mean, how cool is that? So for all these people saying I can't afford this, I haven't got the money for that, here is a way for you to be able to purchase one of the products of ONPASSIVE to resell, to make your commissions and build your business within ONPASSIVE. Very, very important information. That was also last night, he was saying about GITEX, he was saying about how successful it was. He was talking about they won an award from GITEX. Now, if you saw the last corporate video that came out about GITEX, at the beginning of it, it was showing other companies that were there as well. Cisco, WebEx, I've told you about that before, but at the beginning it was flashing up on the screen. How many participants there were? Over 6,000, how many daily people were going to it, etc., all these sort of things. Now, out of all of these people that had stands there, and we had a fairly large stand, we have won an award for our stand at GITEX first time there, and we have won the best stand at GITEX or one of them, whatever category we come into. What does this mean? It means that people noticed us, people saw us, people took advantage of what we were trying to do. Now remember, GITEX is all about technology. It's all about up and coming startups, etc. And he was very explicit about why this is so important to us as a company with ONPASSIVE. Why? He was saying that if a business only looked at the internet about ONPASSIVE, there's no way they would touch us because of the 5 years of turmoil that we've had to go through, of founders, ex-employees doing things to try and derail us, all of these sort of things. Mr. Mufareh said that the businesses that have approached him now, and he was actually saying he doesn't want anybody else to come to him. Now he is like up to here with what he's got already and very happy with what he's got already. He doesn't need any more. But people want to be associated with ONPASSIVE because they have met with. But people want to be associated with ONPASSIVE because they have met with us personally, with our executives on many occasions. We have shown them what we are going to be doing. We have shown them how we're laying it all out, what our vision is. And that was another point that he brought out last night as well. I know I'm going off in directions, but bear with me, stay with me, I'm going to come all the way back again in a minute. But he was saying about these people, and he was saying that we've had these collaborations with them and all the rest of it, and now they understand what our vision is. It's not about where we're going to be next month, it's not about where we're going to be in 6 months' time. It's where we're going to be in 5 years' time. And he actually said on the webinar last night, we as affiliates need to be looking at where we are in 1 year time, and envisage where you're going to be in 1 year's time. Don't look at next week, don't look at 1 month, look at 1 year down the line. And all these startups and these companies, this is how they view other businesses. They look at a business that's coming on like we are a startup. They have meetings with us, they talk to us, we show them what our vision is, what our technology is, what we're trying to achieve, and they want a piece of that cake. We as a company, look at them in exactly the same way. What can we do as a collaboration together that is beneficial for us both? But it's also beneficial for the internet, for the user and for humanity, because this is exactly what we are all about at the end of the day. And it was such a refreshing thing that he was saying that companies now are literally falling over themselves to want to be associated with ONPASSIVE. He said that there was a meeting going on this weekend, in fact, in the UK with the company that was talking about these sent executives there. There's another event going on over in Egypt as well, coming up. He sent people over there. He talked about the upcoming African-Egyptian meeting in Sharm el-Sheikh that's coming up mid-November. He was saying this is going to be an out-of-this-world stand. We're going to have 3D animation, we're going to have a robot there, etc. Now, let's go all the way back to when I was saying about the stand at GITEX. We've won this award. It also means that next year we don't just get that stand, but because of what we've done now, we're having a quarter of one area. So 3 times the size of what it is. Now just imagine that 3 times the size of what we are having now because of this award. Because of what we've done, because of the interviews and all the rest of it. There's a new interview out there with our CMO, Mohammed Nazsal. Absolutely amazing, given the vision of what we are about, so as far as that is concerned, brilliant. Mufareh talked about as well activating of your accounts. He was talking about how important it was for the company to reward proper and true founders affiliates. It's not about T numbers, that's not Mufareh, that's not our CEO, and that is certainly not what he's looking for. He's looking. The ones that turn up on the meetings short notice, the ones that are posting, the ones that are liking, the ones that comment, the ones that are engaged. The ones that are there all the time, come hell or high water, to try and keep themselves engaged. Even if you've got 0 in your team, you are going to be rewarded by the company. But one thing he did say, which was very interesting, he was saying over the period of the last year or so, all of the people that have been coming into ONPASSIVE, they are all in this pool. If you've activated your account, then they are going to start getting divvied out, and some of them in that pool are big fish guys. They are huge companies and they are people that have a lot of influence. You might get one, but you have to make sure you activate your account. And he was actually saying he hopes that everyone doesn't, but he hopes that all the true ONPASSIVians do. Why? He said because you could be in a position where you can 10x the amount of people that are going to be put into your account. Now, read between those lines. If there's 105,000, 200,000 people that have activated their accounts, and if there is 1.5 or 2 million people in that pool and they start getting divvied up, you don't have to be a mathematician to work out how many are they going to start going in the right direction. And this is why it's so important to listen to us guys to say that we are confident that the company are going to look after every single person who has been a true ONPASSIVian. This is what it was built for, guys. This is to give the person who can't market, who can't promote anything, a good chance of building a business within ONPASSIVE. Mufareh knows this. Mufareh knows that we wouldn't be where we are now without you guys, without your belief, without you part of this journey to where we are right now. And how can he do that? How can he say thank you? By using the pool of these users and affiliates that are there already that haven't got a sponsor, he is going to be putting them underneath those that have activated those accounts. So I'm not telling you to do it, but I'm saying, in my opinion, and I've done this already, It is vitally important that if you have the means to do it, that when the activation of the cards come back on, that you activate your accounts to give yourself the best chance within this company because of what is going to be happening. So he mentioned all of those things as well, and he did go at length about saying that the adversity that he's been through, especially since September, with many, many things, but fear not, everything is going to be fine. They've got a workaround, and he was talking in the next few days. He didn't want to give any dates out or anything like that, but he certainly was talking in a very short period of time that the card payments are looking to be back online. That was kind of really all that he brought. But those are really the meat and vegetables of what was going on, and it was great to see him as well. OVerify is going to make someone like a pit bull to a real person. That's what I love about OVerify. It is a protector for your kids, your grandkids, your wife, your husband, whoever, that you'll be talking to real people, not some guy that's probably sitting in his basement. Could be a kid who knows who it is. That's the problem. That's why we love OVerify. We don't know who they are, but with OVerify, we will know exactly who they are. Mufareh had said a lot of things. And sometimes, like I said, it was a last-minute thing, so a lot of people didn't get to see it. So that's why we're doing the YouTube. We knew a lot of people were still going to be at work, but that was what the time they had. But stay positive. This is the greatest thing in the world. In the next couple of weeks, we all say in November is going to be a crazy, crazy month for everyone. Not just for individuals, for everyone. Your due diligence is going to pay off. And if you weren't due diligent, it's still going to pay off. He's got a whole warehouse of people ready just to rip out that big garage door, and they're going to go fling, fling, flung, and they're going to be put under everyone. I'll say it again, over and over and over. One of the biggest things that gets me excited is everyone outside of ONPASSIVE has to go through founders to get into ONPASSIVE. One thing about Mufareh is he believes in the family. He believes in taking care of the family. He believes in protecting the family. And that's what he's doing. Does everything always go perfect? No. But when it gets a little dirty, he gets his broom and his dustpan out and he sweeps it up, he fixes it and he moves on. So don't let some people in here get flustered real easy. And there you have it, our in-depth review of the latest ONPASSIVE updates. We hope you found this video informative and useful for your journey with ONPASSIVE. If you enjoyed this content, please hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notification bell, so you don't miss any of our future updates. Thank you for tuning in today, and we'll catch you in the next video. Until then, stay connected, stay informed, and stay ONPASSIVE.